Performing this afternoon at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is Counting Crows, and aren't we lucky to be joined by Adam Duritz himself? Welcome to Indy, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you.
You get to see what this is all about. Is this your first Indianapolis Motor Speedway experience ever?
Yeah, I'm excited.
So you're going to be playing to a huge crowd at the largest sports venue in the world. I mean, I know this is a hard question to answer before it even happens, but do you think you could look back and maybe compare what's happening later today to anything else the Counting Crows have ever done?
Well, we played on the infield at Daytona once, which is, so a similar track experience, I guess. But I mean, the Indy 500 is a pretty big deal. uh, I just think it's pretty cool. Are we right on the track for this show? Or
You
like
are in
comparing?
the infield, so the
That's
track
great.
is it's like one of the biggest tracks in the world, and so there's all kinds of room on the infield, and so you're kind of right there on a stage playing to a crowd in the infield. So there's a lot of room.
That is very cool.
Yeah. The documentary last year, Have You Seen Me Lately? It was really good. Are you happy with how it turned out?
Yeah, I kind of wish they'd put more music in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
there
talked
was
to
a
the guy
lot of
about
story
that.
to tell, though.
Yeah, I mean, but we're a band, so music's the thing. But other than that, yeah, I thought it was cool. I mean, I think we come off well.
One,
It's weird having someone do a film about you. You're always going to have your own opinion on things, you know what I mean? And but that's the filmmaker's right there, to like it's their take on your story. Our records are our take on our story. Film like that, that's their take on our story. So, it's weird because it's about you, you know.
yeah. Well,
I thought it was
and
cool though.
in that way, you have less control over the narrative. So I guess I get that, and especially for someone who, I mean, it seems to me in watching the documentary, you and the band like to have an amount of control. And what I loved about watching it was how much it showed how uncompromising you and the band are. Despite all this pressure to go one way or another, you stayed on course. I think it's because you knew how much power you had. I don't know. Do you think, given the changes in the industry, that you'd be able to keep that same level of control over the band's destiny if you'd started later, 15 or even 10 years?
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing about having control over your own art is just the willingness to insist and the willingness to deal with the consequences. Like, because you get a lot of threats in that situation about, well, if you do this, this is going to happen and it'll be your fault and all these things. But if you're willing to say, you always have the power to say no, like there's not as much control in yes, but no, there's a lot of control in it if you're willing to sort of live with the consequences. And we always sort of believe that we should do our art our way and that everybody else was just kind of diluting stuff. So we collaborated with people and worked and like, especially with producers. There's such a great collaboration between artists and producers. But I think when we were dealing with executives at times, we were like, well, I don't really think you know what you're talking about. We're going to do it our way.
Were there ever times when they were right or close to being right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
But we
But I
never saw
remember
that.
a lot fewer. We sort of just ran our band as an independent entity from the beginning. We sort of just did our own thing. So after a while, we were sort of just operating outside of the record company. But in the part of our career where that story took place, it was we were much more like new to everything. And so we didn't really have that independence yet. We were in the process of getting it.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, Have You Seen Me Lately? Excellent watch. And my guest has been Adam Duritz, and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is calling. You'll see him and the band Counting Crows this afternoon, along with Switchfoot, at the Carb Day concert, if you make it into the Speedway. Adam Duritz, my goodness, man. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. And I just tell everybody, make sure to get out there early. Get there in time to see Switchfoot.
Oh,
He's a good
the
band.
the indie crowd knows about Carb Day, and they'll be out there early for sure. But definitely see Switchfoot. Thanks, man.
Thank you very much, Matt. Appreciate it.